Welcome back to WZ Sports Day Philly 2022. In the last video, we saw things get off to an explosive start with soccer where Red Team jumped out to a lead with a 3-0 performance. This time around, it's going to be Wiffle Ball. So let's take a quick look at some rules for Wiffle Ball.
First, a quick look at the schedule. You can see that it's an individual sport this time around, so there will be 6 games of each team facing off against each team. And I've also included the current standings on the right so you can see how each team stacks up heading into this sport. And then for the rules, there's obviously a lot to unpack here, and I'm not going to waste your time by going through all of these rules. I'm just going to cover a few that I find most important. The games are 3 innings. You got 3 fielders. If the ball lands in the outfield grass, it's a home run, and there's a 6-run mercy cap per inning. You cannot score more than 6 in an inning. This, of course, does not include the final inning or extras to allow for comeback potential. With all that said and done, let's get right into Game 1 of Wiffle Ball. That's going to be Orange Team versus White Team, starting right now. Orange versus White Team getting underway here. We've got the Orange Team starting lineup in the top left with some career stat lines. On the mound for this game for the White Team, it's going to be Nathan to start. We saw him pitch before in Atlanta to some decent numbers. And Joseph's going to lead things off for the Orange Team here. He's the all-time leader in home runs. And that'll be a ball put in play. And they're not going to have a play. It's going to be a leadoff single for the Orange Team. And that'll bring up Wally, all-time leader in on-base percentage. 778, really impressive. First pitch swinging, popped. Center field. Brawley will settle under it and make the catch. That'll be 1 out. Runner on first still. Casper now is going to make his first career plate appearance. Let's see what he can do as he'll slap that ball one-handed in the right field. Grimace will try to make the play, but he'll miss on the peg, and that's going to be extra bases for Casper as a direct result, and Joseph will come in and score a run. That'll go down as an RBI single. Advances to second on the throwing error. King now up to bat. He will walk on 4 straight pitches, so we've still got traffic on the base paths. First and second, only 1 out. Joe coming up and strikes him out. Nice pitching by Nathan there to get us the second out of the inning. Wally, though, will slam that in the right center, and that's going to be a home run to dead center. 3-run homer. Let's see that on the replay once more. Beautiful swing there by Wally, and he will give the Orange Team a 4-0 lead in this game, just like that. Casper back up to the plate, and he will strike out. Nathan's second strikeout of the inning. He will end the frame. Orange, though, leads 4-0, so they're pretty satisfied going into the bottom of the first here. Nathan coming up to bat. You can see the White Team starting lineup now in the top left. And on the mound for the Orange Team, it's going to be Wally. We've seen him make 1 appearance before. It was in Atlanta. He pitched for 1 inning, was a scoreless inning. Nathan come up to bat, had some struggles in Atlanta. 3-2 count here, and he chases outside. That would have been ball 4, but it will be instead a swinging strikeout. Wally gets the first out quickly. And Brawley now is coming up to bat. 3-1 count. Walked him. Pitch high and inside. That will be the first base runner of the game for the White Team. That will bring up Doobie. First saw him last time in Phoenix. Had some pretty good numbers. Full count, 3-2. Outside, walk. 2 consecutive walks for the White Team. That will give them runners on first and second here. As Grimace will come up to bat now. He definitely is good at drawing a walk. And he will do just that as the pitch will hit him high and tight. 3 walks in a row for Wally. He's going to need to find the zone quick. Nathan, though, puts the ball in play. Wally might have a play at the plate, and he gets him on the peg. What a play. That's some excellent presence of mind there from Wally. Now Brawley as well with the hit. Come back over the mound, and Wally will make the out at home yet again. That's 2 defensive plays by Wally at the plate to get himself out of a jam. No runs scored by White. King will take a walk now on a 3-1 count. 0-2 on Joe. And he cranks that to left field. That's going to be gone. Absolute tank job by Joe there. Let's see the replay. You got a hold of that one. Pulled it to left field. Got out in a hurry. And that will now be a 6-0 lead for the Orange Team. So Wally's coming up to the plate. Walked him on 4 straight. Casper, 3-1 count. Walked him as well. That's 2 consecutive walks. King is coming up. 1-0 pitch. Oh, and a line drive, and that's gone! Out in a hurry, a line drive shot to left center that will land in the outfield grass and be a home run. 3 more runs for the orange team as they are blowing this game wide open. It's a 9-0 lead here in the top of the second. Joseph, 3-2 pitch, and he goes fishing, but he will make contact, and he will be aboard with a single. Chased way out of the zone, but made contact. Wally, first pitch, swinging another single. There's still no outs in this inning. And Casper will keep pouring it on, and as he will be aboard with the single. I think they might have had the out at second there. A little bit of a defensive mishap there. King puts the bat on the ball, down the line. That will be a mercy for the inning, folks. Ball tries to get the out at third. Doesn't do so, but it wouldn't have mattered. That's 6 runs on the inning, and we will turn it over to the bottom of the second. Our orange team leads 10-0. What a pitch from Wally. That's a strikeout. Brutal there. Grimace, though, will take another walk. So White's aboard with a base runner. Nathan coming up to bat here. He will put the ball in play. It'll be out on the fly, and Grimace did not tag up, so that's going to be a double play. An inning-ending double play at that. Quick inning there, as White team still nothing on the board. So we're coming back to orange team here. Joseph will walk. Wally up to the plate. Strike 3 swinging. That's a strikeout by Nathan, and a much-needed one. Casper will ground it back to the pitcher. Oh, he got him on the peg. Wow, what a play by Nathan there. That's an excellent play to get the out on Casper. King, though, will slap it into left. Oh, and it took a weird bounce, and Bali was not able to handle it. That's going to be another run scored for the orange team. Orange now leads 11-0. Joseph up to bat. Oh, that was a deep drive. That one could be gone. Oh, but Bali catches it at the warning track, and that will be 3 outs. So Orange is held to just 1 run that inning, but White has got their work cut out for them. They trail by 11 runs as Bali will walk on 4 straight. It's a good start. Gotta start somewhere. 0-1 pitch to Doobie. Slapped back to the mound, and they'll get the lead runner at second. That's a great defensive play by Wally and King there to get that out. Grimace on 4 straight will take another walk. That's his 3rd consecutive. And now they'll bring up Nathan. He's 0 for 3, but he'll slap that hard, and King's not able to come up with it, so that'll be a single, and Brawley will come in. That's an RBI. White gets their first run of the game. Brawley up to the plate, and make that 3 more. That ball is crushed. That's a home run to left center field, a 3-run shot. You can see the replay on that. That was a beautiful hit, and now White team's got 4 runs on the board, and they trail by 7. Only 1 out in the inning, though. Doobie hits it up the middle. That's going to be another base hit. So they've still got the rally going. Full count pitch to Grimace. And strike 3 on the bottom pipe. What a pitch by Wally to get Grimace out. Now a 2-2 pitch on Nathan. And he gets the outside corner and a swinging strikeout. And that's going to end the game, folks. Orange team takes game 1 in convincing fashion. An 11-4 victory. And they will improve their record of Sports Day to 2-2. White will fall to 1-3. Second game getting underway here. This time we've got red team versus brown team. You can see the starting lineup for red up in the top left corner. It's going to be Anks on the mound for brown team. We've seen him pitch a little bit in Atlanta to not great results, but we'll see if he can bounce back here. TK will lead things off for the red team. He's had pretty good hitting stats in his career. He will pop this one up, though, and that will be a catch by Tuck. Settled under it and made the catch. So that's 1 out quickly, as Eirik will come up to the plate now. He's got a homer in his career. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chases low and out of the zone. 2 quick outs here for Anks and the brown team, as Howler will come up to the plate now. 1-0 pitch coming. Grounds back to the pitcher, and he put him in a spin cycle, so they will get the out at first easily. That will be 3 up, 3 down. A nice quick 1-2-3 inning by Anks. And now the Brown team's coming up to the plate. You can see their lineup in the top left. TK on the mound for the red team. He's the career leader in innings pitched, so no surprise to see him making the start here for the red team. Anks will come to the plate. He's still looking for his first career hit, 0 for 10 all time. Won't get it here, but he will draw a walk, so that's a leadoff base runner for the Brown team, as Speck will come to the plate for his first career plate appearance. 3-1 pitch coming. Put in play, but Eirik will make the catch, and Anks did not tag up, so that will be a double play. TK gets bailed out a little there, as that will now be 2 outs, bases empty, as Tuck's coming up to the plate. He's got some great hitting stats. Walked him on 4 straight. That's Tuck's first career walk, and he'll be aboard with a walk. Speaking of first career, that's the first career hit for Anks, as that will send Tuck to third. Oh wait, he's caught in a pickle, and that will be the out actually. Anks will get the hit, but that is an out on the base paths, the 3rd out of the inning in fact. And that will bring up Nee for his first career plate appearance. Red team looking for their first base runner of the game. And they'll get it. That'll be a walk. Nee's aboard with the walk, first base runner for the red team this game. I'll bring TK back up. 1-0 pitch coming. Oh, that ball's hammered in the left center field. That's gone in a hurry. Line drive shot into the outfield grass. That is a 2-run homer. Second career home run for TK. That will give red team a 2-0 lead in this game. I'll bring Eirik back up to the plate. 1-0 pitch coming. Oh, and that ball's hammered in the center field. That's a back-to-back home runs for the red team. Eirik with a jumping swing. Actually, as you can see on that instant replay, that is just wild there, as he will extend their lead to 3-0. How about that? Oh, is that back-to-back-to-back? Oh, not quite. That's staying in the yard. Howard will have to settle for a long single as the rally continues. And that'll bring up Nee back to the plate. He walked his last time up. Oh, and he just kind of slaps that into center field, and it looks like that would be a hit. Howard slides into second safely. Runners on first and second now for the red team. I'll bring TK back up to the plate. Oh, and that's another one. That's 2 home runs in a row for TK as he just slaps that into left. See that on the instant replay. The bat goes flying along with the ball. 3-run shot. And that's 6 in the inning, actually, which should have been a mercy, but we miscounted and thought that it was 5-0. So the inning will continue as Eirik will try to stretch that into a double, and he will be tagged out at second. So that'll be a single that he failed to extend into a double. So because we miscounted and did not mercy the inning, any additional runs that are scored here will not count. It's capped at 6 regardless. Anks will make an error there, doesn't catch that on the fly. That will go down as an error as the pop-up is dropped. Bring TK back up to the plate. Walked him on a full count. Load up the bases, and he'll bring Eirik back up. And he just kind of fights that off, and it's a grand slam to dead center. Let's see that again. No jump this time, but he gets it done irregardless, as that will possibly be the first and last 0-run grand slam. We are heading to the bottom of the second now. Let's back up to the plate. He will strike out looking. That was a great pitch there. I'll bring up Tuck. Walked his last time up, and he'll do so again. That pitch wasn't close, and Tuck will be aboard with a walk. Anks singled his last time up. Ground ball back to the pitcher. They have a chance to get that out. Oh, and it's not. The play is not completed, and Tuck will advance to third. That'll go down as a single. Speck coming back up. He will walk. That will load the bases, actually, with only 1 out here. Dangerous situation for the red team as Tuck's up to bat. Oh, and he cranks that into left center, and that will be down. That will be a 2-run single And they'll make it 6-2 red. Just narrowly avoided a grand slam there. Angst will round it back to the pitcher, and Angst will beat it out though, and then Spec will run home. Takes advantage of the situation there as 6-3 now for the red team. Weak dribbler back to the pitcher, and can't make the play though. They're just getting killed by weak rounders right now as the bases are loaded yet again for Tuck. Oh, he strikes out looking though. That's a big out for TK and the red team. Angst coming up. First pitch popped, and TK will settle under it, make the catch. So escapes a jam there. 3 runs surrendered, but it certainly could have been worse as we are headed to the top of the third now. Last chance for the red team to add some more insurance. As Howler will ground that, could maybe make a play, not quite. That'll get through the defenses. Leadoff single there for the red team, and Howler. Knee coming up. Walked him on a 3-1 pitch, and that will be runners on first and second for the red team. I'll bring up TK's homered twice. That one will be a weak grounder back to the pitcher, but it'll work. Everyone's safe. Bases loaded, no outs for Eirik. And he's got his 3rd home run of the game, folks. He just absolutely destroyed that ball, and that will be a grand slam. This one, however, will count for 4 runs instead of 0, as that ball was a no-doubter. 3rd home run of the game for Eirik. 2nd grand slam, as he is having himself quite the game here. Howler jumps and fights that one off, and it'll be a single as the rally continues. Bring Knee back up to the plate, and he will walk yet again. That's his 3rd walk of the game. He's got good discipline. TK will strike out swinging on a 2-2 pitch. Nice strikeout by Angst there. That'll be the first out in the inning. Does he have 4? He does not. Tuck will settle under that ball at the warning track and make the catch. 2 outs now. Well, weird swing there. Fights it off, but it looks like that will be an out. They pegged Knee on the way to second for the 3rd out of the inning, so they will stop the bleeding at 4 runs in the inning. 10-3. Howler subbing in to pitch here. They're making a pitching change, saving TK's arm perhaps, as Howler has only faced 1 batter in his career in Atlanta, and it was a walk. And speaking of, that's a walk on 4 straight. Specs aboard, leadoff base runner for the Brown team. I'll bring up Tuck. He's having a pretty good game here. And he'll fight that outside pitch off, and that will work for a single. Oh, but Spec came off the bag, and TK tagged him out at second. That will be an out. That's a big out for the red team. As Angst is coming up. Walked him, though. He's having a great game for himself. Spec up to the plate. First pitch coming up. Oh, and that ball's crushed. That is gone. That is a 3-run home run for Spec. 1st of his career. And it comes in the bottom of the 3rd. And that will cut the deficit to 4. They now trail 6-10 here in the bottom of the 3rd. And there's only 1 out. This game is far from over, folks. Oh, it looks like they were going to be subbing in TK back to pitching to try and close this one out for the red team. Strike 3 looking. What a pitch by TK there. He gets a strikeout right away. Full count to Angst. And that's another strikeout looking, and that one will end the game. 10-6 is your final score. Red team takes it. And that was a lot of fireworks, folks. 5 home runs from the red team in that game, all from TK and Eirik. And that will extend red team's lead in this competition as they go to 4-0. Brown team falls to 1-3. Brown versus Orange getting underway here. Brown team will be leading things off with Angst here, as King will be making his first pitching appearance of the day. We saw him pitch in Phoenix to some pretty great numbers, so we'll see if he can follow up on that. Angst, though, will slap that in the right end where there was a play at first, but it looks like he was safe. So leadoff single for the Brown team. And Angst. Spec, though, will strike out looking. That's a great pitch by King to get the first out of the inning. First pitch coming up to Tuck. Slaps it to the left side. That should work. That will be RBI single, actually. It looks like there were some fielding mishaps there, unfortunately, for the Orange team. This Brown team will get their first run on the board. Anks, the deep drive, that was almost gone, but that will be staying in the yard. Joseph will not be able to come up with it though, so Tuck will score, and 2-0 now. Popped by Spec. King will sell under it, make the catch. Anks will hold it first. That's 2 outs now. Still a chance for Orange to get out of this with minimal damage, however that's a comebacker to King, and Casper will not come up with it, so that could maybe even score another run. Looks like Anks will hold it third though, so runners on the corners with 2 outs for Anks. Anks will walk on a full count. Bases loaded now for Spec, who will hit it sharply up the middle. That will get past Joe. That'll be into the outfield grass. That's going to score 2 runs. And Brown now leads at 4-0. I'll bring up Tuck. First pitch swing yet again up the middle, staying in the yard, but that will bring in yet another run as Brown continues to pour it on. 5-0 here in the top of the first. Anks walks yet again. That will load up the bases. 3-2 full count pitch on Spec. Oh, swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Brown will not mercy Orange in this inning. They will get 5 though. So good start for them. As I will bring up the Orange team, who have all been hitting quite well so far today. Anks come back on the mound. He had a rough showing against Red team, and Joe will sky that one to the left, but Tuck will catch it at the warning track. That's 1 quick out. I'll bring up Wally. Oh, and that ball's hit deep to left center, and that will get out of here. That's a home run. Wally with his 2nd on the day. Just a nice smooth swing. Can't even really tell it's going to be a homer because it's just so effortless. And he will get Orange cooking here with a run. Casper will follow it up with a nice walk. King, that will work actually. That's going to be a single. Anks could have let that roll foul. We'll opt to give him the single instead. Joseph pops it up, and that will be caught for the 2nd out of the inning. We'll try to escape this with minimal damage, but Wally will hit that sharply, and that will get past Spec, and that will score 2 runs. Cuts the deficit to 2. Brown leads 5-3. There still are 2 outs. Casper walks again. Good plate discipline by him. King has yet to make an out today. And that will continue as that ball's crushed into left center, and that will be a 3-run home run to mercy the inning. Have a day, Kingler 4. He is batting 1 dot on base, and now 2 homers. Absolutely been the best hitter today. No doubt about that, as we will turn it back over to the Brown team, where Joseph is now on the mound. There's a pitching change. King to Joe. Tuck will walk, and Anks will walk. And this was a common problem we've seen from Joe in the past. He's been an excellent pitcher overall. Strikes a ton of batters out, as we'll see there. Strikeout off Spec. Strikes a ton of batters out. Doesn't allow a lot of runs. Doesn't allow many hits. But he does have the walk problems, as he will strike out Tuck swinging, as he's starting to find a groove here. 2 strikeouts. Walks Anks though, and that will load up the bases. This is a big opportunity for the Brown team here. 0-2 count on Spec though, and he will watch that one go by. Heater down the middle for strike 3, and that will end the inning. Brown did not score a run in that inning, and now Orange will come back up to try and pad their lead. Joe will take a walk on a full count pitch. So leadoff base runner right away for the Orange team. 3-0 to Wally. 3-0 swing though, and that will be a fair ball. That's going to work for a single. Tough break for Anks and the Brown team there. 3-2 pitch to Casper. Swing, strike 3. Good pitch recognition though. It was a strike in the zone. However, he did whiff on it. King will walk. Still has not made an out. Bases loaded. Joe will reach out and slap that into left center, and that should score 2, maybe 3. King will hold at third, but that's 2 runs. 8-5 lead. Wally slaps that up the middle, spring-coiled hit. That will score another run. Wally's 4 for 4 on the day, and he's batted in 4. Casper will watch that one go by. That's another walk. It's his 3rd walk in this game as the bases are loaded with just 1 out for King. Hit into left field, not caught, but Tuck will get the force out on Wally, so that'll be a fielder's choice. And unfortunately, that will ruin King's perfect batting average and on base. However, Joseph will slap that in the left, and they got Casper on the peg, I believe. They're discussing it on field now, but that will, I believe, after review, be the 3rd out of the inning. So, if you hold them to 4 in the inning, Tuck will chase that one outside. That was a long battle, though. He was fouling a lot of pitches off, as that ball will take out the camera. And he'll just miss with that fastball. That'll be a walk. Hanks has been on base a lot in this game, as Speck will follow it up with a walk of his own, so we've got something cooking here in the top of the 3rd. Remember, this is the last chance already for the Brown team, as Tuck will shoot that up the middle. That will score a run. That is the first hit off of Joe in this game. Tuck fights it off, and they were going to not go down without a fight, as Anks now will fight one off too, and that's going to get past all the defenders. That means Speck is going to score easily, 7-10. Runners on 1st and 2nd as Brown team's starting a rally here, and Speck will watch that go by for a walk. So we're talking bases loaded now with just 1 out. 1 swing of the bat could give Brown the lead. Instead, Tuck will take a 4-pitch walk that will walk in a run. Crowding the plate worked out there. That pitch honestly might have been a strike if it didn't hit Tuck. Oh, strike 3 on the inside corner. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on. And now they're down to their last out. 1-2 count. Strike 3 in the zone. Caught looking. That will end the game. A valiant effort from the Brown team to come back into this game. But Orange team's powerhouse lineup puts up a 10 spot, and they will take that game. That's their 2nd win of the day in wiffle ball. That will improve their record to 3-2. Brown team, unfortunately, falls to 1-4. White team versus red team about to get underway here. You can see the lineup for White in the top left. On the mound to start this game for the red team will be TK. He pitched earlier against Brown team to some pretty good results. Nathan to lead things off for White. He struggled against Orange earlier. However, that will be a base hit into right center, an easy single for him. That's going to bring up Brawley, who had a great first game. Funky windup here, and the sidearm pitch, now get him swinging. Strike 3. First pitch, or first strikeout of the game for TK, as Doobie will smack that into left. That could be gone. Oh, but that's staying in the yard just barely. Misses a homer. Tough luck for Doobie there, but it will be a single regardless. Coming up, Grimace 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he swings and misses at a pitch that hit him. That's strike 3. 2 outs now as Nathan will be coming up. First pitch swing, rocket into right field on the ground. That will get deep into the outfield grass. That should bring in 1, maybe 2 runs. Doobie will hold it 3rd though, and that will be a double for Nathan. He's having a great game here so far. Runners on 2nd and 3rd now for Brawley. Here comes the pitch. And that ball's hammered in left field, and that's gone. Out in a hurry. As that will be a 3-run shot for Brawley, and White team will now take a commanding 4-0 lead here in the 1st inning. A little bit of a 2-out rally here. As that'll bring up Doobie. He will ground it back to the pitcher. He won't even try to run that out. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. And the damage hasn't been done, however. White team with a really nice 1st inning there. Now red team will be coming up to bat. See their lineup in the top left. They all had really great games against Brown earlier. Brawley pitching for White. We saw him in Atlanta pitch to not great results. He was not able to get an out there. Let's see if that can change this time around. TK to lead things off. Ball 4 on a full count pitch. So that'll be a leadoff base runner. Irick will slap that into left. Hard hit. That gets past Nathan all the way in the outfield grass. TK will make it to 3rd. Irick into 2nd with a double. We've got runners at 2nd and 3rd with no outs. Howler up to bat now. 3-2 pitch. Walked him. So that will load up the bases with no outs now. Big opportunity for the red team. First pitch coming to knee. Oh, and that will hit off his bat, and that's a fair ball. And that's a double play. Wow, that is really tough luck for the red team, as that knee didn't even swing at that pitch, it just hit his bat. TK walks again for the second time. Really good presence of mind there by Brawley to field that ball and get the double play. Irick will field it or hit it back to Brawley, and oh, that's an out. That's a force out at first. That's really unfortunate, as Irick just had to run through the base and he was 100% going to be safe there, but for some reason he tried to juke it and he was out as a direct result. That's just some poor base running there, as Grimace will slap that into left and he'll be aboard with a single. First hit of the day for Grimace, although he's been on base several times with walks. Nathan will strike out swinging there. First out of the inning. Brawley coming up, he homered last time. Oh, and there's the funky sidearm again, and he gets him with it again. Brawley having trouble with that pitch. He'll strike out for the second time today. Doobie will strike out as well, so just like that, after Grimace gets aboard with the leadoff single, TK strikes out the side in order. So no runs in that inning for White, and that'll bring up Red. Haller will walk second time. That'll bring up Knee. 0-2 pitch coming to Knee, and he will strike out swinging. That will be the first strikeout on the day for Brawley, I believe. I'll bring up TK's walked 2 times already, and he'll walk again. That pitch wasn't close. 3 straight walks for TK, because he's not getting much to hit here. Irick will come up, and that'll be another walk. 3 base runners all on walks in this inning. Walked Howler now. That will walk in a run. That's the 4th walk of the inning for Brawley. Red team is on the board with the run. Here comes a pitch to Knee. Oh, and he fights that off, and he'll get past Grimace. That should bring in at least 1 run, maybe 2. Definitely going to bring in 2, perhaps 3. Howler will hold it third smartly. And that is a 2 RBI single for Knee. He comes through in a big moment. I'll bring up TK. He's walked 3 times. Make it 4. He's getting absolutely nothing to hit. Held up the bases with 1 out, so red team still has a big opportunity here. Oh, and they're going to make a pitching change. Makes sense. Brawley did not have control of the zone, and Nathan will come in. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Irick. And that ball's smacked into center field. Let's see if it's gone. Oh, and Brawley makes the catch on the run, and that could be a double play, as Knee will... He'll slide back into second, but he's out. Brawley beat him back to the bag. What a play by Brawley to make that catch on the run and turn it into an inning-ending double play. That ball was inches from going out for a go-ahead grand slam for Irick. It would have been his 3rd grand slam of the day. And speaking of a homer, there's one from Grimace. That got out in a hurry. It just was out by inches. Game of inches, like I said. There's some discussion on the field over whether it was out or not, but the fielders were saying it was a homer, so it's a pretty cut and dry decision there. As Grimace will get his first career home run, and White team will extend their lead. They now lead by 2 runs. Nathan coming up, he's had a good day. Grounded back to the pitcher. Let's see if they make the play. They will get the out at first. So that's 1 out in the inning. That'll bring up Brawley. 3-2 pitch. Walked him, not close. That is base runner for the White team. That'll bring up Doobie. Rocket into center. Irick will not make the catch. Brawley was caught in between, but he will slide into second. That's some good base running by Brawley. Almost would have been a force out at second. So we got runners on first and second for Grimace. He homered his last time up. And there's another shot in the left center, and that's gone. That's a homer. Irick almost made the play on it, but not quite. 3-run homer for Grimace. That's his 2nd homer in a row. He did not have a home run in his career coming into this game. And now he's got 2 back-to-back in a big spot, too. Close game, not anymore. 8-3 White team. As he has driven in 4 runs in this inning. Nathan will ground it back to the pitcher, but he will be safe that time by the looks of it. 1-2 pitch on Brawley coming. And a strike on the inside corner. What a pitch by TK. 3rd strikeout of Brawley today. And that is actually only the second out in the inning, but unfortunately, there was confusion on the field, and we thought it was the third out. Nathan there just called 3 outs, and hope that doesn't come into play, as Howler will slap that into right center, and he'll be aboard with the leadoff single. Gotta hope that that won't matter. Irick pinch running for knee because he's hurt after the slide. Howler will get back to first safely. TK up to bat. He will slap that into center field. That will be a base hit up the middle. Howler will be safe at second. Runners on first and second now for Irick. Smacks it to the right side. Doobie will field it and get TK out. He was dead to rights. Unfortunate for the red team, as Howler will hit that ball into center field and Brawley will catch it on the fly. Some great defense again. And that's your ball game. Great defense on the play before by Doobie on the scoop. And then some more good defense on Brawley, really running down those balls. And that was the story of the game, really. White team just with some crucial double plays and some big plays on defense to win this game 8-3. Grimace comes through with a couple big homers. And red team will take their first loss of Sports Day. Orange team versus red team. This is a big game, folks. Orange trails red by just 1 game in the overall standings, so them winning this game would tie it up. We got TK on the mound here. He's coming off a rough outing against white team. Joe to lead things off for orange. He will strike out to start the game. A quick out for the red team. So I'll bring up Wally. 2-2 pitch here. Put in play, it's TK, throws to Howler, oh, and he dropped it. That's going to go down as an error. They would have had the out at first. So that's a base runner for the orange team. Casper up, slaps it into right center, and it's going to have to be TK going for it. So Wally's going to easily be able to come all the way home, and Casper will advance to second on the throw. Actually kind of a close play there, in fairness. King up to bat here, first pitch. Rounds it to the left side. TK will flip it to Irick, who will peg Casper on the way to third. What a play there by TK and Irick to get that lead runner. So now just a runner on first. Oh, but there's a drive in the left center, and that's gone by quite a bit. Joseph with a 2-run shot, his second of the day. Let's see that again on the PAL Sudden Service instant replay. He just rips that one. No doubter. As orange team will take a 3-0 lead early in this game. The first inning woes continue for TK, however, he will run that one down and make the catch. That's a nice play. And that will be the third out of the inning. And now we'll bring up the red team now with trailing by 3 runs. So they've got their work cut out for them. You can see their lineup up there in the top left. Joseph will get the start for orange team. He had a pretty good outing earlier against the brown team. Give a couple runs, but nothing too severe. As here comes the 1-0 pitch to TK. Hello, there's a drive to left center field, and that's going to be gone. Leadoff home run for the red team. TK's third of the day on a deep drive to left center. That's the first home run Joseph has given up in his career, so that is not something you're going to see every day. As red team cuts the deficit to 2, and now I'll bring up Irick. Facing 0-2 count here, however, and that's strike 3. In the zone. What a pitch by Joe. Really good stuff there. Howler up to bat now. As he will put it in play to the right side, but it will be right to Wally, and he will tag him out at first. That's 2 outs now in the inning. 0-2 pitch to the knee. And he'll put it in play, but Joseph will catch it on the fly. It was a bit tough to see there because Irick is pinch running for him, but that'll be the third out of the inning. Now we've got King leading things off in the inning for orange. He will shoot that to left, but Irick will catch it at the track. That was almost another home run for him. Would have been his third on the day. Joseph coming up now. He will ground it back to TK, who will throw it to Howler, who makes a great stretch to get the out at first on the errant throw by TK. Howler saved him there with a nice play. That'll be 2 outs. Wally with the shot up the middle. That will be a base hit. Well-placed ball right over TK's head. Base runner now from orange. Casper's coming up. Walked him on 4 straight. So that'll be runners on first and second now. 0-1 pitch to King. Popped up to center. Let's see if anyone can make the play. Irick will catch that. A nice catch by him. Had to run that down a bit, and that'll be 3 outs in the inning, so no more runs for Orange in that one. That'll bring up Red Team. TK to lead things off here. And there's a shot to left again. That one's gonna not be out, though, and he will try to stretch it to 2. Oh, and he'll dive under the peg and slide into second. He probably could have advanced to third as a result, but looked like he was a pitch shaken up after the slide. So that'll be a leadoff double for TK. As Eirik will strike out looking again, this time on the inside corner. Joseph's just giving Eirik his best pitches. And Howler will strike out swinging on a fastball down the pipe. And Nee will also strike out swinging. Couldn't see it because the camera was blocked by Eirik, who was pinch running. But once again, after the leadoff hit by TK, quick 1-2-3, all strikeouts in this case by Joseph. Funky sidearm, and Joe will pop it up. Howard will settle under it and make the catch. That's 1 quick out in this inning for Red Team. So here comes the pitch to Wally. A shot up the middle, and oh, that's gone. Wow, line shot really close to the ground. A frozen rope to center field. Let's see that again. Exit velocity on that one must have been very high for it to get out, despite being that kind of launch angle. And Wally will put Orange up yet another run. And there will be a pitching change here. TK will bring in Eirik.
I'd be charging Chuck to the mound right about now.
Who will walk Casper on 4 straight pitches. And they're going to change it right back to TK.
Attaboy.
Who will walk King on a full count. That was a close pitch. Must have been hard to lay off though. It's a good take. Joseph will hit it hard up to left. Eirik will block it. Casper will run home, however. TK with the peg attempt and doesn't land, and that will cause another run to score. Casper with the aggressive base running. Wally was calling for him to stop at third. He ignored the call and went home, and it paid off. They got 2 more runs as a result. Howard will catch that pop fly. Wally will be out. Casper coming up. He's been on base every time. However, that will end here as he will strike out swinging on a pitch outside the zone. And that will end the inning for the Orange Team. Last call for Red. 3-2 pitch to TK. And he's caught looking. He was taking all the way there. That is strike 3. 1 out. Eirik coming up. Strikes out swinging on a pitch low and out of the zone. So 2 outs now, and suddenly Red Team is down to their last out. First pitch attack. Howard will slap that into right field. So he will be aboard. And it's not over yet, as Knee's coming up. He will slap that into left field. A weak grounder, but it was to the left side, so not likely for them to make a play there. And he's aboard now. TK will come up. 3-1 pitch. And takes it way inside for ball 4. That will load up the bases as Red Team's got a 2-out rally going here. And that'll bring up Eirik. Full count pitch. This is a big pitch. He'll put it in play. Joe throws it to King though, and they will get the ghost runner at second out before Eirik was able to make it to first. So because of that, that will be the out, the final out of the game. Orange Team takes the game 6-1 fashion. And that's a big win for them because now they have tied up Red Team in the standings. Both of them sit at 4-2 overall. Final game of Wiffle Ball about to get underway here. It's a new day, and we've got 2 teams that still need to face off in Wiffle Ball. It'll be White Team and Brown Team. Tuck is making his first career pitching appearance for the Brown Team, as Nathan will lead off with a 4-pitch walk. Not how Tuck would have wanted to start, but Wally will put that into play. Tuck will try to field it, but looks like he won't have a play. So base runners on first and second right away, as Doobie will walk on 4 straight pitches. And now we're looking at bases loaded, no outs for Grimace. Had quite a good game last time around. And he will slap that into left. It doesn't look like Speck's going to have a play. Brawley will slide in. He will get back to the bag though, so that'll be an RBI single and everyone's safe. 1-0 White. Nathan chases way outside. And that will be the first out of the inning. First career strikeout for Tuck. As Brawley will send that into deep left, and Speck's not able to come up with it. That's a grand slam. How about that? Brawley with his 3rd home run of the day, and it comes in the form of a grand slam here to give White Team a 5-0 lead in the first. That's some great hitting by him. Doobie, 3-0 count. Walked him on 4 straight yet again. Doobie being very patient at the plate. Brawley will pinch run for him due to injury. Grimace will smack that into center field past Spec, so Brawley might come all the way home, or at the very least a third. He will go home, and he will be safe. So that's an RBI single for Grimace. That's 6 on the inning, and that means it's Mercy. So we'll turn it over now to Brown Team, who have their work cut out for them already, down 6 runs. Angst will lead things off as Nathan will get the start. Hasn't had great results on the whole, but Angst will slap that into left. He'll fling the bat into the stands, and he will be safe with the single. As I was going to say, Nathan had a great outing last time against Red when he came in to relieve. Most of his runs given up came against Orange. Tuck will slap that in the center. And what a great play by Nathan to get the first out at second. 2 outs now as Angst will just kind of fight that off into left field. It'll get past Brawley, but Tuck will stay at second. Angst definitely with a unique hitting style, but it's certainly working as Spec will pop that up, and Nathan will catch that on the run with a slide. Defensive display by Nathan in that inning as we will turn it back over to Nathan at the plate. He will strike out for the 2nd straight time. That's 2 strikeouts in this game for Tuck. Brawley had a grand slam his last time up. He will kind of just slap that back to the pitcher, but no one's covering first, so he'll be safe easily with a single. Doobie coming up. Oh, he will. That's a fair ball. That was a weird hit. Nathan pinch running for him. We'll get to first easily, and we've got runners on first and second with 1 out for Grimace. Having a good game, and he will take a walk way outside. Bases loaded, 1 out now for Nathan. 3-1 pitch. And that ball hits him. That's an RBI walk. 7-0 now. As I'll bring Brawley back up to the plate. He already has 1 grand slam in this game. And that won't be one, but it'll be a hard hit ball. Spec will go for the ambitious play, the ambitious peg play on Grimace heading home. And that will allow an additional run to score in Nathan. So tough break for the Brown team. As there'll be runners in second and third with 1 out. And Doobie will walk yet again. That's his 3rd walk in this game. Bases loaded. 9-0. Make that 10-0. Grimace will draw a walk as well on 4 straight. And this is getting a bit out of hand here, folks. Nathan up to bat. He will smack that into right. It will get past Angst, and that should do it for the inning, as that will be 6 runs on the inning to invoke the mercy cap yet again. White team leads at 12-0 heading into the bottom of the second. Tuck up to the plate, 3-2 count. Walked him. Beat leadoff base runner for the Brown team, as they need to get something going here. Angst already has 2 singles, and that should be 3, as they will not be able to make the play. Runners on first and second, nobody out for Spec. First pitch coming up. Hit hard in the left. That'll get past Brawley. That should be extra bases, and that should bring in a run. Tuck will score. Angst holds at third. Second and third, nobody out. And Tuck just kind of fights that off into left, and that will be fair. That's a fair ball. Home run. 3-run shot for Tuck. That's his first home run on the day. 2nd career, as that ball just barely stayed fair to give Tuck a 3-run blast, and to give Brown team 4 runs now in total. Angst strikes out on a nice pitch by Nathan there. So that'll be the first out of the inning. Spec hits that in the center. Not quite gone, but that will be a base hit. As Brown team is really hitting well this inning. Tuck will just kind of slap that out of the sky, and that will work. That'll be runners on first and third with 1 out. Angst coming back up to the plate. Just kind of smacks it out of his face, but that will be a force out at second. However, that will score the run. So it'll be an RBI ground out for Angst, as Spec strikes out on a nice fastball up and out of the zone by Nathan. and that'll end their offensive. And it'll be a pitching change now. Tuck will tap out for Anks, who we have seen pitch a good bit today. Not great results, but he'll have his work cut out for him here as Brawley, who's already 4 for 4 in this game with 6 RBI, will just muscle that into the outfield for a leadoff double. And now I'll bring up Doobie. 1-2 pitch. Oh, a nicely placed pitch for strike 3. First out of the inning. 1-2 on Grimace now. And he watches that go by as well. Another strikeout looking. White team caught window shopping a couple times as Nathan will just jump out to slap a pitch that was nearly in the other batter's box, and that will actually score Brawley too, so a nice RBI single. As Brawley, 5 for 5 already, make that 6 for 6. He is having himself quite the game at the plate, as that'll be another single for him. Doobie up to bat. Here comes a pitch. Strike 3 swing. He swung out of his shoes and he was not able to make contact. That will end the inning. White team only scratches 1 run across in that inning. However, they do still lead by 8 runs. Tuck will slap that ball on the left. He will make that easily with a leadoff single. That's what they need. Anks walks on 4 straight, so we've got runners on first and second right away here, with nobody out. I'll bring up Spec. First pitch. Oh, that ball's belted into left center field. That's going to be a no-doubt home run, 3-run shot. Let's take a look at that once again. That was a great sound off the bat, as that will bring Brown team within 5 runs now. And remember, in the 3rd inning, there is no mercy cap. So Brown team could hypothetically come all the way back to win this game. However, Tuck will pop out to left field. Brawley settles under it, makes the catch. That's 1 out. And that will definitely hurt their chances quite a bit. However, Anks will walk. Now bring up Spec yet again. And that ball's slapped to left field, and that's just gone. What in the world? Wouldn't have guessed it off the bat, to be honest with you, but he just, like, powers that into left field with little to no effort, it seemed like. That's a 2-run shot, and he's homered in consecutive at-bats. Tuck will hit that up the middle, but Brawley's right there, and he makes the catch yet again. That's 2 outs now. Brown team is down to their final out in this game. They trail 3. Anks will hit that in the left center. He will be aboard with the single. And now I'll bring up Spec, who has homered his last 2 at-bats. Make it 3. Are you kidding me? That ball is absolutely crushed to center field. Let's see that again. Just absolute tank job to dead center. And Spec is on 1 this game. That's his 4th home run on the day. 3rd straight in this game. 8 RBI in this game for Spec. And they are trailing by just 1 run. Tuck hits it in the left. That could be gone too. Oh, but it looks like Brawley kept it in. But it's in play. He's going to try to stretch it to second. And that's going to be... We are not sure what that's going to be. Let's listen to the discussion on field.
Oh my god.
We are going to have to go to replay review. We are going to have to go to replay review for this one. After review, the call on the field is out. White team wins the game, 13-12 final.
Yeah, white team.
That one. Yeah, that's the right call right there.
Let's go, white team.
Yeah.
One team.
Here's a look at the hitting stats. You can see how everyone's stacked up this time around. A lot of offense, as I'm sure you noticed. There were a lot of homers, a lot of extra base hits. Maybe a bit of overcompensation for the Phoenix Sports Day, where Wiffle Ball had 0 extra base hits. And then here you can take a look at the pitching stats, which are obviously down across the board because more offense. means less defense. And then here are the hitting leaderboards. This is just an easy way to see who led in each category. And then the pitching leaderboards, which is the same thing, just for pitching. You can pause these if you want to take a closer look at them. And then finally, the Player of the Game awards. These ones were a bit hard to choose for several of these games. For Orange versus White, I went with King. There were definitely a couple people who could have gotten the nod for this one. King, however, went 3 for 3 with 2 walks and a homer and 5 RBI, so he was just a really solid performer in this game. For Red versus Brown, I went with Iric, 4 for 6 with 3 home runs. Only 5 RBI due to the mercy cap, but 2 of his home runs were grand slams. And he also played some great defense in this game as well. In Brown versus Orange, I went with Wally. He went 4 for 4 with a homer and 4 RBI. In White versus Red, I went with Grimace. And for obvious reasons, he came through in a big way in the 3rd inning of this game with 2 homers and 4 RBI. For Orange versus Red, I went with Joseph. He had a great performance on both sides of the ball. He had a homer and accounted for 4 RBI of his team's 6 runs. And on the mound, he pitched the complete game, only gave up 1 run, and struck out 6. And then finally, for White versus Brown, I went with Brawley, who went a very impressive 6 for 6. With a homer, it was a grand slam, 6 RBI, and he played great defense, making some crucial catches and making the final out of the game on Tuck, where if he had missed that peg, then we could be talking about a different result here. So that's going to do it for Wiffle Ball, ladies and gentlemen. Things got a lot more interesting with these results. Orange team went 3-0 in Wiffle Ball, which improved their record to a solid 4-2, tying them with Red team, who went 1-2 in Wiffle Ball. White team went 2-1 to improve their record to 3-3, so they're just 1 game back of Orange and Red. And Brown team, unfortunately, went 0-3 in Wiffle Ball to make their record 1-5 overall. So next time around, it's going to be Kickball. Hope to see you then.